we got a portrayal of the elder races. What is a non-human? The answer is simple. As the very name suggests, it is something which resembles and yet nevertheless is not a human. Though it walks on two legs, speaks a tongue similar to our own, and dresses in similar attire, it all the same has more in common with base beasts than noble men. Dwarves are like moles. They feel best underground and avoid direct sunlight. They like to live in filth, forever smudging themselves in mud and slime. They love everything that can be found within the earth. Rocks, metal, minerals of all shape and color. It is also said that, like their kindred moles, they feed most readily on worms, roaches, and other night crawlers. Halflings, for their part, are more reminiscent of gophers. Fat, lazy, and loud in the typical rodent way, their minds are filled only with thoughts of food and drink, which they steal from other nobler beasts and greedily squirrel away in their hovels. They are marked by a cruel craftiness. You could be dying of hunger and they would not share a meal with you. You could be howling from poverty and they could be swimming in gold, and yet they will still fleece you to the last crown. You could do nothing but good to them and they would still stab a knife in your back. Elves, in turn, seem related to the birds of prey that dwell in far-off Sericania. They care most for colored feathers. They would most readily spend all day staring at their reflections in the water and singing their own praises. They are so enmeshed in self-love that they no longer feel any desire towards members of the opposite sex of their own species. Their appearance, unquestionably pleasant to the eye, is highly misleading, for they are extraordinarily cruel, and any who judge them by looks alone they first dupe and then kill in cold blood. The best proof of this, the so-called Scoia'tael, bandits that claim to fight for freedom, but in truth only long to kill humans. All these vile so-called elder races are, to our great fortune, slowly dying out. Joy fills the heart of every right-thinking man at the thought that his great-grandchildren will never know them, that in their days dwarfs, halflings, and elves will be mere fairy tale characters used to scare young, impressionable children. Yup. Not a biased book whatsoever. The Last Wish, yeah, I wondered if this is an excerpt or just a kind of a summary. 3 things are required for human life to be sustained: food, drink, and gossip. It is thus no wonder that no matter where I travel, be it Ice Pound, Povis, or even Green Tresant, everyone asks me about the passion that bind Geralt and the sorceress Yennefer of Vengerberg. As a man both cautious and discreet in nature, I refuse to betray their secrets. With one important exception, this history of their first encounter is so extraordinary, so romantic and moving, that it would be a veritable crime to hide its light under a bushel. Indeed, had I not witnessed these events personally, I would never believe that was room in our grim and dark world for such fantastic marvels. It all began when Geralt and I were feeling a bit peckish and, unburdened by heavy coin pouches, decided to fish our supper out of a lake. No bites were to be had, but we did not leave empty-handed. My hook snagged quite a lovely little pot. Oblivious to my friend's warnings, I opened it, and in doing so, freed a powerful djinn. Without giving it much thought, I set about proclaiming my wishes. Before I could get to 3, however, the djinn, irritated I now see in hindsight, at being issued demands so soon after waking, started to throttle me. Geralt was able to drive him off, but I was left in a sorry state. I acted, the Witcher told me later, as though under influence of some curse. Clearly the help of an expert in magic arcana would be needed. It was our good fortune that Yennefer of Vengerberg happened to be staying in a nearby village. Geralt went to her to ask that she heal his best friend, who happened also to be the brightest star in the North's poetic firmament. As always, very modest, Dandelion. Yennefer, however, was more interested in the djinn, which she wanted to trap into magic servitude, than in its victim, and it should be said played the Witcher like a well-strung mandolin. Yet rather than grow angry at being used in such a calculating manner, he fell white head over muddy boots in love with her. What happened then, well, I won't go into detail. Suffice to say that Yennefer explains how they delighted the djinn, and without its cooperation she proved unable to tame it. The sorceress would surely have met a tragic end and taken all of Rind along with her, had Geralt not rushed to her rescue. For once, he did not need to draw either of his blades. To send the djinn packing, he had but to pronounce his third and final wish. He could have asked for anything. wealth, fame, power, but instead he asked the Jinn to bind his fate to that of the arrogant yet intriguing sorceress from Wengerberg. Julian Alfred Pancratz, Viscount of Letterhoff, born 1232, award-winning poet, playwright and troubadour. Frequent performer at courts of Niedermir, Wisimir, Wenslav, and many other nobles and notables. Alumnus of Oxenford Academy. Wow. So that's Dandelion's real name. Didn't know. I don't know if we already read this book. She Who Knows. Okay. Interesting. I don't think we read this book before. Folks say they were four at first. The mother, She Who Knows, the Lady of the Wood, came here from a faraway land, and since she suffered terribly from loneliness, she made 3 daughters of her dirt and water. A long time ago, the mother was sole ruler of all Velen. Her daughters brought her the people's requests and served her as her voice. Each spring, sacrifices of grain, animals, and men were made to the Lady of the Wood on her special night. Yet, as the years passed, the Lady of the Wood slipped deeper and deeper into madness. Her madness eventually spread over the land. Men took to abandoning their homes and setting out into the bog, where they became food for beasts. Before long, Velen was drowning in blood. The daughters saw their land nearing destruction and took it upon themselves to save it. When spring came once more, and with it the night of sacrifices, they killed their mother and buried her in the bog. Her blood watered the oak atop Ard Serbin, and from then on the tree grew wholesome and hearty fruit for the people. As for the lady's immortal soul, it refused to leave its beloved land, and so the sisters imprisoned it. To this day it lies trapped beneath the whispering hillock, where it thrashes about in powerless rage. Interesting. Yeah, we had some books here that we couldn't read, but after checking out everything in here and not finding anything else, I think it is time to finally move to Velen, which means we do probably have to go back there and fast travel. We're going to do now. I might even skip this part for you, so you don't have to see me walking along. Maybe not, though. Tschüss. And we're...
Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her, at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
Oh, whoa. A hangman's tree. Yeah, the name fits. So, Velen it is. And we already got some monsters. Well, not monsters, but wild dogs on here. Come on, ducks! Don't you test me! Well, that cost me a lot of life. My own fault for not being careful enough here. Only level 1 creatures, so they shouldn't actually cost me as much life as they did. Since we do not have a swallow potion anyway, and about to should maybe just equip the water for now. Let's take a look at the map and see what we have here. We have to get to this place, but whoa! Man, there are a lot of notice boards around here. A lot. Really a lot. Okay, so best thing to do might be to go to the first notice board here, then to the next, and then see where we are going with the main quest. Probably not doing the main quest right away though. As you know me, I like to do a lot of stuff at the same time. No, I'm certainly not one of the barons, man.
Move it.
Don't be afraid.
That's it, Roach.
Let's see what we have here. Darlen Enge. Nien Evelyn Soigoya Telmar. Kemep Wut. Hollandsche. Darkford en Unide Niau. Yimla Dwan. Estet Esse Gressa. Okay, oder Gressa. Interesting, so Scoia'tael ladder, then we have a warning. In lonely woods, screams carry long, shadows creep far in deep dark dale. Beware ye, then the Groff's wild song, or in the wild will end your tale. Another warning. Good folk, if you see any wonders hanging in the woods, such as threads fit for Jule time, dangling of branches, bakings, honeyed apples, fritters or pies, then no matter how fierce your belly growls, turn back. Whoever partakes of those treats is never seen among the living again. From the innkeep, you'll buy your drinks at the inn at the crossroads with Novigrad crowns. We take no other coin, we don't do taps either, no exchanges, save for eat or drink. If anyone doesn't like that, they can go rot for acorns. Okay. And a missing wife, that could be a contract for us. Good people, take pity and hear my plea. My wife Hannah, she's missing. A few days ago she went into the woods and hasn't yet returned. I'm near out of my wits with worry and will pay any price to the man who brings her back to me, or at least tells me where to look for her. Nielen, hunter from Blackbow. Okay, or Blackbow. Those names though, those names. Can't pronounce them, gonna butcher them all. Yeah, are we going down there? Making our way around here, or... Yeah, I think we're doing a short round and going up there afterwards. I don't know if we want to go to Novigrad just yet, but there are 2 notice boards around here and some things to see. So I have to change again here. Best potion to take might be Thunderbolt, but yeah, we have Thunderbolt already, and Tiny Owl and Swallow are both not available at the moment, which is damn shame.
Run, Roach.
Come on, Roach. Don't get stuck. Oh, is this a graveyard? Maybe there's something to do for us here. Who knows? I don't see any people who need our help. This old woman doesn't have a quest for us, so... I guess at night we might encounter some monsters here. As always, I have to say the landscape, beautiful. Friendly camp? Nope. Certainly not. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We got some serious foes here. Are you kidding me? One hit kill, really, with a bow, a simple bow. Okay. Okay, this time I am informed. We are searching our way around those guys. Better to come back later, but we're still checking out this other thing here, which we do not exactly know what it is. Come on, Roach. Just get through and quit complaining. Beautiful bridge. Before we go there, though, I think it might be a good idea to... Yeah, those are bandits probably, so we're going to meditate. And we are going to invest some skills. We do have the exploding Quen shield, as well as some muscle memory. We should see what we can do, probably with the art. And we still have one additional point available, so range and, well, no, not intensity, that's for sure. I want to increase Yerden. Heightened tolerance is interesting. Increased potion overdose threshold. Since we're using a lot of potions, that might not be the worst idea. Can we acquire some of those abilities? Because it would be really good to use adrenaline points for stamina. And to... increase sign intensity and stamina regeneration. Gotta be very careful here. I think that those might be, yep, some rather interesting enemies. You want to Quen up here? Looking what we might be able to do. Some art sign intensity going.
Get him! Come on! Son of a goat!
Still got our Quen to take care of. And yeah, I think I'm taking another one of those. Maria! Are you Temerian bandits? Really? I'm actually not necessarily against Temeria, guys. It's just you're bandits and you're robbing people and stuff like that, and criminals and, you know, usual stuff. You gotta Quen up. Be really careful because this guy is level 10. It's way above my pay grade. I'm gonna circle around them a little bit. Yeah, no. I'm not planning on getting hit by you guys. I don't know how big the hits are, so... For all I know, this guy could one-hit kill me, so...
You'll never learn.
Nope. This is going to take a while. I reckon. Yeah, quite a while. Whoa, that was close. Nothing better than a fight in the middle of the night, isn't it? It's almost as if they're becoming a little bit resistant of my abilities. Let's boost them again to see what we can do here. On the other side. And another time. Gotta be very careful here. This guy's dying of poisoning, probably. But, oh no! You're not going to hit me, my friend. Not now that my victory is almost sure.
You'll never learn.
And goodbye! Whoa! That was an amazing move, Geralt.